Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So we're going to continue on with some more into resin molds, and I chose one of the ones that I ordered, the little planter, today. But before that, I got some happy mail from Chris. Chris sent me one of the stickers she wants in a tray that I will be making her, and it's actually the footprints in the sand sticker. So look for a cool tray that we're going to be making. But she sent me some goodies. Look at what she does. Her other obsession, she says. This is her spring honey. She must have, I don't know, maybe she has a website. She didn't say if she had a website, but if you want some honey, here's her information. Hackles honey pot. So she said this is spring, and then she gave us this huge one, which is fall honey. So I didn't realize, but I guess that makes sense. Apparently there's a difference. Look at the color. So cool. Thank you so much, Chris. We totally appreciate that. Don and Anthony love honey. I like it. It's okay, but I don't love it, but they do like it. So it will definitely get eaten in this house. So today I'm going to make just my casting of this one. And I'm just going to play around with it. Hopefully it turns out with no sinking pigment paste, because I'm just going to marble it and see what I can get with it. So I pulled out the new pigment paste from Let's Resin, and I'm going to marble in black and white. And this is also Let's Resin. This is from their 18 color opaque resin pigment. The other one was their 8 color epoxy resin pigment paste. So let's just play around with that one. Hopefully it works, because I do want to make my own mold of that one. This is my mold. This is the Seashell dish with the 2 lids. That one is the shaker lid. These are not. And what I'm going to do, let me flip these over so while I'm talking I can be working. I pulled out my Mateo Northern Lights, which is a chameleon powder, but I don't want to fill it with black. I'm going to fill it with this powder, because when I think of seashells, I think of mother of pearl type things. And I know this is already a crystal mold. I know. Oh, look at how fast that went in. Let's dump that into there. We didn't need that much. Blow it all out. And I'm hoping we get this color when I'm all said and done. So I'm just going to brush this one and then fill it with that color. Because if you fill it with this color, you're going to get that color, really. And if you fill it with black, you're going to get this color, which is pretty still. It's a blue purple shift, but I'm going for mother of pearl for the first time that we pour this little, it's called a flip top jar, I think, and it's the seashell one. And then we'll do it other ways as time goes by. I know my friend Denise wants one, so we'll make one for her. I have to see what color she wanted. It would be beautiful just in clear, to be honest with you. Then I got plans for that little, that should be good. That was easy. Plans for this little umbrella planter. What I'm going to do, actually maybe I'll just use this one, but I pulled the other one out. I'm going to, being that it's an umbrella, I thought about that raindrop effect, but it's got 3 hearts in here. So I have my UV resin out, and I don't have gloves on. Let me grab them. It's better. Before I do that, I'm going to paint the handle with the silver by Diankapors. Sorry, I said it wrong for so long. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, I'm going to get this, which you don't need much of the metallics at all. I just want a silver handle. Maybe I need more than that. I just don't want it everywhere. And I guess I should probably paint the sides of it as well, so the whole thing is silver now that I'm thinking about it, not just the bottom, which saves me a lot of cleanup. Then I'm thinking about doing that water droplet effect I haven't done for a couple of years. But that might look kind of cool on an umbrella. So I think I'm going to fill in if you don't know what I'm talking about, you make water droplets on your resin with UV resin. Let me just try to get this. I'm going to have some cleanup because I'm using too much. So you make water droplets with UV resin, then you paint over that, what you just did, you'll see as I do it, with chameleon powder, which I pulled one out. It's basically almost the same color as the one I'm just using for the other one. And then, I'm sorry, I can't think and brush at the same time. Let me get this done. Almost done. It's just easier to show you than explain it and then show you. A lot of new people on here. This isn't the best looking brush job ever, but it's okay. It might be the mold. I just try to get it as flat as I can. Oh yeah, it's probably the brusher, not the mold. It's probably me. I think it's good. It's just a Temu mold. It's no great expensive mold or anything. Okay, so there's the silver. I didn't do too bad, but I do want to clean that up before we begin. I'm just going to take a little bit of alcohol and just clean all that silver off. We don't want it anywhere in there. Alright. Then you take your UV resin, you make your droplets or whatever you're going to do, cure it, brush it with mica powder. Chameleon powder looks the best. I pulled out Ocean Heart. This is also Mateo. There's a little bit of a difference. This one is still a purple blue, but it's a lighter blue. So we'll stick with that one. I just don't want all that residue from silver. I really don't want any of that in there because you will see that on the finished piece. I don't want to see anything. These things don't really care because this is your planter portion where the flowers are going to go. Oh my, look at all that. I think I'm just going to grab a paper towel. A little piece of paper towel. Might be a little easier on me to wipe it. Get it all clean. I don't want the silver in that piece because if it turns out really cute, that silver's going to ruin it. So just get it everywhere. Just try your hardest. I think I got it, except right there and right there. Oops. See what happens when you're cleaning like big swipes? You mess up your other portion. Alright, what do we got here? That totally messed this up. Alright, I'm going to get this all situated. Let me get it the way I want it. I don't want to bore you, and then we'll show you the water drop. I think I got it. I pulled out my high viscosity because I want it to stay where I want it to stay. Let me grab a dotting tool. And you could do any design you want, but since this has hearts, I'm going to stick in these hearts and try to keep that heart shape. Just need a little bit of UV resin, and then we need to cure it, of course. Don't leave it uncured, or obviously it's not going to work. It should stick in there. It's kind of indented. Hopefully that doesn't mess up what I'm going for because it's indented. I kind of want it like bubbled out, like not indented. Sorry if you hear my air purifier in the back. I totally screwed up my microphones yesterday. I spilled alcohol ink. My new ones will be here today, but when I spilled the ink, it went right on the microphone. I had no idea that it messed up the little speaker portion because I did clean it all off, and they're not working, but I have a new one coming today, so you're gonna hear some background noise today. I'm just gonna go one more drip because I do want it higher And I want it to the edge. And then I'm going to pop those bubbles. And I'm thinking about adding raindrops, but maybe not. Ooh, this one's tricky. You gotta push a button and then push the button. Why isn't it doing this? Okay. All right, come on. I don't wanna burn my mold here. All right, I think I got it. This one's not thin enough. I need a thinner one because I see a bubble right there. Oops, not that side, this side. Not that you're gonna notice it. Maybe it's not a bubble, maybe it's something in the resin. Okay, let's just cure that really quick. I'll cure it for, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes, until it's cured, whatever it is. I think I'm gonna add some raindrops to show you how to do it on any other mold. I'm just gonna drip drips, and hopefully they stay drips. I can cure them really quickly. Actually, I think I'm just gonna set them while I go and then do a cure after they're all in. I just don't want them flowing where I don't want them flowing. And over here, you could do them all different sizes like raindrops are. I just won't be able to get up underneath that little planter box, so I'm not sure how that's gonna look. But that's okay. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Just get them set. Couple little drips. You could even do like rain drip shapes, but this is gonna be upside down, so my raindrops would be going a weird way. So I didn't do the raindrop shape, like a teardrop, you know what I mean? That's good. Let me just cure these for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna brush the powder on top of that. That is cured, so now what we're gonna do is take this ocean heart and brush it everywhere. And I think I will fill this one with black. Gently, you don't want to, oh gosh, how am I gonna get up underneath there? I'm just now realizing. You don't want to dislodge your UV resin. I don't know how I'm gonna get up underneath there. This might have not been the best idea. Oh no. Let me gently brush that. I don't want my UV resin to pop off. I'm just gonna, oh, my heart did. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. That's gonna be a problem because now my resin is gonna seep underneath there. But I'll have to just fix it after the fact if I don't like it. Shoot, I knew that was gonna happen, honestly, because it's indented and those are not. So you just brush over this. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. I was even wondering if the pressure pot was gonna mess it up, so maybe I will leave it out of the pressure pot and pour it really, really slowly so we don't squeeze those pieces off. All right, now it's time to grab some resin.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like they're breaking the cage.
Starting with 10, I don't really know what I need, so I'm going to do the shell and the turtle first. That way I don't have to vacuum chamber those. I just want to scrape my sides and my bottom. Make sure everything is mixed. I mixed up all my pigments on the Vortex mixer. This one mixed really well on there because it's not so super thick like most pigment pastes are. All right, for the shell, I'm gonna just do the same color that we brushed on. Just like that. And then I'm gonna dissolve it. I don't know, it probably doesn't take much at all. So let's try to, I'm going to try to, I should say, pay attention to how much it's gonna hold. I'm gonna start with 4. So I'm at the 10.5 it says. So 6.5 ish. I don't know. Oh my gosh, exactly perfect. Exactly. Let me move a few things out of my way so I don't mess anything up. Look at that. This is almost like an aurora powder. That is so pretty. That's what I think of when I see seashells. Now, you're probably not going to see that, and you wouldn't see it even if I just mixed it in and poured it in just like this. All those facets would hide that. I've learned my lesson the hard way. So that's why I brushed it on, because that would be gorgeous in just a simple shiny mold with no facets. That's exactly what I would want. But because this is faceted, something in there, I want to get it out. All right, I'm just going to, at least the inside will be pretty anyway. Coat the whole thing both ways to get both sides of those facets. Oops, see, that's how the resin gets all over my tray because I'm over here dripping on it. And fill her up. So we started with 4. That is definitely domed. I don't want to do that. Although this is a beautifully cut. I don't know, Into Resin stepping up their game with their molds. So lately, everything is beautifully flat. So I don't know what they're doing different, but they're doing something different. They got new mold housings. I see there's imprints on them now. They're getting fancy. Let's just do the same thing. This is the one for the shaker. Let me just put it down and fill her up. And then this one. Do I have enough? Could I have enough? Oh my goodness. 2 ounces is the perfect amount. Let me get it all in. I do want to scrape it in there. Or 4 ounces, not 2 ounces. 4 ounces is perfect for this mold. I just need to be careful. Look at that. Not even a drop left to spare. Yay! Great guess. Okay, I'm gonna move that. Move it over. I do want to try to pop some bubbles since they're up here. I got my ceiling fan on now, so this may not work. There's gonna be millions of them, but that's okay. Let me move it and we'll start the other. I'm thinking 4-ish for this one. I'm probably wrong. It could be 3, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna do 4, and I'm gonna mix it all up green. Very, very, very good. I dripped it on the side. I didn't want to do that. Don't want my pigment paste to mess up this piece. I just want a good casting of it, yet still give you something to look at that's nice. I need more than that. It's still a little transparent. I don't want it transparent. I want an opaque. There we go. That's better. Let me just, there's nothing unmixed on my stick, but I want to use this stick so I could scrape that off my sides, get it all mixed into here, and then I'm going to drip in my black and my white for the marbling. If it doesn't work, it's okay. It doesn't matter. but you want to mix your pigment paste really good, because pigment paste is extremely heavy. It'll fall immediately to the bottom of your mold, and then when you unmold it, it will be sticky and it will not cure. I've done it way too many times. That's why I'm so like OCD about my pigment paste mixing. Let's go with that. I feel good about it. I think there's a little streak right there. You could always do a double cup method, which means take it right now from this cup, put it into another cup, and then remix. Which, we have this cup, and I'm not upset if that little shimmer gets in there. So let's do the double cup method, just to make sure. So you just take everything in there, put it in your new cup, and I don't mind that Aurora powder in here at all. It might kind of look cool. And then we should have no unmixed pigment. Can't even oh yeah, you can see a little shimmer. Ooh, cool. That was kind of a good idea I think I had, if I do say so myself. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, I've already mixed these, but let me shake them again. Drip a drop of each one, or two. White's over there, black. Okay, and I need a stir stick of some sort. Now I like to do it tilted like this because every time I move it to tilt it, my colors go away. So I'm just going to take my stir stick, pour it in until you don't see. See, I don't see much white going in there, so I want some white to go in. And some more black. Whatever gets on your silicone is what you're gonna see. So we'll see if this works or not. Then we gotta do that for the shell. I don't mind nothing going in there now because you're not gonna see it at this point. It's all on the inside of our turtle. Okay, it looks pretty good. Let's do that again for the shell. Get him out of my arm's way. So, black. And this one you really need to make sure your colors go in the first drop because that's what you're gonna see. And then I'm just gonna fill it up because it doesn't matter at this point. And I'm going to top that one up. That looks good. And I can use this for the black because I can change it to black. So that was awesome. Glad I waited for, didn't even plan that, but yeah, maybe do your dark colors at the very end because if you have extra, which I'm going to need probably. So I'm gonna put this over into the pressure pot and we'll work on that one. I'm gonna take the rest of the green, mix it into my clear, make it black, run it through the vacuum chamber because this one is not going in the pressure pot, even though my hearts are most likely ruined anyway, but that's all right. I will have a plan somehow. Let's just make it black to fix the front of that. And again, pigment paste, mix well. Maybe I will do a double cup, but I think it should be okay. That's more liquid, it's not a paste. So I'm not too concerned, but I do want to get these bubbles out before we pour. So let's get over there and do that.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright, rhinestones dancing, catching every eye.
Let's just expect the black to seep underneath that heart, unfortunately. but hopefully the rest will be okay. I'm gonna pour it really slow, and I do not know, obviously it's the first time I'm making it, if it's going to get bubbles up underneath these things here. I don't even know how much we need, but I might have to mix up a little bit more, because it needs to cover them completely. Maybe I should bubble wand it. What do you think? Let me see. Let me see if anything pops out from underneath there. Where is it? Well, no, that one's clear. I could be dislodging anything I'm touching too, so this is all like a game of chance today. Alright, that's that. Let's see. I need a spatula. Oh, I hope I don't have to mix up like 1 ounce. Oh, I think I'm gonna be good. Can you believe this? I may not have any extras today. 10 ounces was exactly the right amount. And I thought, oh my gosh, wow, I've never done that before. Not very often anyway. That was perfect. I literally have just a scraping left. I'm going to put into my giveaway molds. And then we're gonna let everything cure. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Let's grab you the comment of the day. I'll see you in a sec. Are you ready to see what's inside? I am. So, I'm anxious to see this one. I'm pretty sure that my heart leaked. Oh gosh, I forgot how hard this one might be to come out. You gotta pull that out first. Okay, not that big a deal. Okay, here we go. How well did I do? Can I fix it? There's the holes. Ooh, big bubble right there. I thought I pulled them out. Oh man, it didn't work. I mean, these worked. These did not. So I'm gonna go over those, but that looks kind of cool. Oh, I scraped it with my bubble wand. That totally stinks. I scraped it there too. Remember? I was reaching in. Yeah. Don't love it. Don't love it. I'll like that. That's fine. But I'm probably just going to cover this whole entire thing because I don't like the way it came out. I mean, the bubbles look pretty cool, but I can't get them underneath there. So we'll transform that because I'm not crazy about it. Here is this one. Well, it's not uncured, but it's not beautiful. This one's just a casting, so it's okay. It's okay if it's not beautiful. It doesn't have to be beautiful. Okay, let's see. Here we go. This one came out pretty good. I like that. So this is gonna go just like this when it's warm. I'll put it on for now, but I'll take it off. He's not too bad, actually. I mean, if I was gonna bling him up, it would probably look pretty good, but because I don't want to do anything to him at all. Those molds are great. You can dome them, you don't have to trim them, but I want to get that off so I don't mess it up. I want to make sure those are moldable. This little tail's perfect, not a bubble in sight. Cute. I do like it. It'll actually probably, once I mold it, I'll probably bling it up and then throw that on eBay, because what am I going to do with it after that? I won't need it for a very long time, if ever. Okay. Gosh, that's so disappointing. Really disappointing. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, that's pretty. That one's nice. So that's the shaker. Huh. It's very thin in there. Gotta have something small. Let's see if I have anything. There's the other lid. Pretty. I mean, obviously it would sparkle more if you did alcohol inks or not powders, which we will do. That is pretty, but it's mother of pearl like I wanted. Gotta get them on though. That came out nice. Everything is perfect. Perfect. I just don't want to tear those. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay. I mean, I think they can go on and off pretty good without ruining anything, even after cured. Let me look in my stash. Let me see if I have something. I gotta find my acetate. I gotta find all kinds of things. So that's done. This one needs another try. These need cleaned. Let me see what I can do to bling this up, finish this, add some flowers, and I'll be right back. I decided to bring you back for all this just in case you haven't done anything. So I tried to put marker over this. It doesn't cover these raindrops. So since I'm going to top coat the acetate with 1 hour fast cure, I decided I'm just going to mix venom. It's a similar but darker color. And I'm going to top coat this, except the hearts that are sticking out. I'll just do something else with those when it's cured. So anyway, let's leave that for now. I'm going to just use my 1 hour Promise Epoxy for this. So get yourself a dryer sheet. I cut the acetate into the shape of this just by tracing it. It fits in there. Dry check it. Rub the inside to stop any static because I am putting some glittery things in there. Let me just wipe this off because that dryer sheet does leave marks. So hopefully I won't have marks. So we're just gonna rub that in there. Okay. I am going to use bonding resin just to hold this in. I never top coat mine with UV resin because epoxy and UV resin are not a permanent bond. So I have these little inclusions and these little inclusions that seem to go pretty well with the theme here, as long as they fit underneath that and still shake, which they do. Cool. Okay. So that's my plan. I'm just gonna pinch a little bit of these, each of these. Try not to get too many because you still want them to shake. Here's some little diamondy things that are in here. Oops. And then some of these little iridescent, whatever they are, stars, flowery shapes maybe. And you can add glitter. You can add whatever you want. Whatever your heart desires, which I opened that upside down. Where are those? I have some little, what did I do with them? What did I do with them? Got some little stuff from Laura's Art Corner. Now I don't remember where I put them. Those little diamonds, but I think they're actually too big. So I'm just gonna pull out a few of these and see if the small ones will fit underneath, like the little tiny baby balls. Hopefully they'll fit. Let me just see that acetate here. Make sure everything is gonna move. Okay, it's still moving. These little blue ones are the thickest pieces. I'm just gonna get a few more of the tiniest size. That one's not tiny. Man, I wish I could find those other ones. I know they're probably sitting like right in front of me somewhere. Let me see if I can find them. I told you they were sitting right in front of me. These are called sparkle diamonds, but they could be, maybe not. Maybe they'll, ooh, those are sparkly. Those are nice. Let's just hope all this stuff is gonna fit. Okay, that's it of those. These were called baubles. What I'm gonna do is get that dry fitted again. Make sure everything's still gonna move. Some of it may not. Looks good. Now I'm just going to drip with the scribe. Oops. Can't put too much in there. Going to put this on my table and go around the edge. I don't want much, just enough to hold it so we can fill it with the epoxy and not leak underneath. But I would not fill this up with UV resin for a final coat because UV resin and epoxy are not a permanent bond together. Another drip. And I figured, you know what? Since I'm doing some 1 hour, I might as well top that umbrella that I don't like at all. Okay, that looks good. Make sure this is clean. Both sides. Let's pop that in there. Press that down. And then cure it just to get it sealed. So I'm going to hold it down while I put the light on. Gosh, I hope that holds it. I guess we could go around the edge to completely seal it. That'll work too, just to make sure, because I don't want the resin leaking underneath somewhere where I didn't put it. And this bonding it cures really, really fast. It cures in like, oops, I don't want to wipe it on there. It cures in like, I don't know, 15 seconds, something like that. It's quicker than your normal UV resin. So I think what I'll do, can we still shake it? Yeah, it's still kind of shakeable. Not as much as it was before. So I'm going to go around all the edges here. Just to make sure it's sealed in, because it's clear, and then we'll top it up. Okay, that's good. Let's get that completely cured, and I'm gonna mix up, should I do an ounce? I'll do an ounce because I really don't mind if I have extra. I honestly need some extras because I'm running so low on my extras. So I'm gonna just do 1 ounce of the Promise epoxy. Get that full. We gotta move quick though, because I want to get this, I don't know if I need the vacuum chamber or if I could just torch them out because it's so thin. I could probably torch them out. So let me get some mixed up. This 1 hour sure mixes fast. It took like less than 1 minute to get that completely mixed together. So I do want to get these bubbles out. But before I do, this is done. Before I do, I'm going to quickly work. So I want some color in here. Oh man, I wasted some. Shoot, how'd that happen? Oh well. What you gonna do? Let's get this completely. I gotta move quickly though. I want to get it through the vacuum chamber is what I want to do. I'll leave that much clear for the shell. Mix in this one. That's good. That looks good. I'm just going to vacuum chamber both of these real quick. I'm just going to pour it in, fill it up. Oh, that's going to be pretty. So much more shiny when you put top coats on everything. Where did I do with my scribe? Here it is. Okay, I gotta get down. You can't go too high or it's going to overflow on these edges. So it's not as high as I would want it, but if I go any higher, it's gonna go right off these two edges. So that's it for that one. I'm gonna pour the rest of this into here and gently stir it. You don't have a ton of time to work with this, but it's already getting thick. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my jar as a sample, and I've got to get it on here. This could be tricky because of all those points. Like that. Look at how sticky this is already. That was fast. Let's hope it doesn't cure too fast on me and I can get this done. Come on, come on. Maybe since it's so sticky, I'll be able to get it covered without a problem. But I want to go over those hearts. Wow. So fast. I need to get that into a mold. This should be enough. Well, plan B today, guys. It happens a lot, doesn't it? Just get this through here. Not quite sure if I'm going to, what I'm going to do with the hearts yet. I need to get this to the edges because it is getting thick on me. Come on, I'm almost there, I'm almost there. Most likely it was because of the vacuum chamber. Let me get some of these poured real quick. It's just random. I don't have time to marble, although it's a great consistency for marbling. It's so thick. I'm just gonna get some poured. Wow. I love it, but you gotta know what you're doing. Not really know what you're doing. You gotta know what you want to do, not necessarily know what you're doing, although it helps. Let's get this one. It is so thick, and I'm sure the mica helped it do that too. Any additives and things like that. Let's do, what do we got? Let's do some of these. Helped it get really thick faster because I added mica powder. I do want to, before I lose my time frame, I want to get, ooh, what's that on there? All right, pop bubbles. Come on. Gotcha. There's one on here. Gotcha. Wow, this stuff is almost done. Gotta get a thick one filled because I don't have time for any little ones. It is literally goo. Can I do one more or is it over? Come on. Gotta know what you're doing with it the minute you start working with it, or start mixing it, I should say. That one is not gonna be very nice at all. It's literally curing as I do that. And just pop any kind of bubble. So by the time I walk my dogs and get back, That is probably going to be cured. But the nice thing too is it didn't go over those edges. That was my fault right there. Didn't go over these edges because it's so nice and thick. That's it. I can't do any more. I don't want to touch that. This one is probably garbage. We'll see. Okay, let's cure. I'll show you the end.
Michelle in her studio, hair pulled back tight. One more project on the table, wrapping up tonight. She poured that resin smooth and slow. Now it's coming to life. Glitz and glitter on the shelf, looking just right. Umbrella, plant, or pot, colors blooming white. Dried flowers in her hands, she sets them side by side. A little shine, a little grace. She knows what looks good, and every piece she makes tonight feels like it should. Glitz and glitter, shine on through. Glitz and glitter, made brand new. Michelle's got joy in every little part. Glitz and glitter, bless this room. Glitz and glitter, bloom and bloom. Thank you, Jesus, for every watching heart. Every watching heart. Every watching heart. Flip top, seashell box, opal in the light. She lays the rhinestones carefully, one by one tonight. Green flip top, turtle box, marble black and white. She's got that southern sparkle done up clean and bright. Last little touch, then she leans to pray. Lord, give peace and joy to every viewer today. Thank you for each one, Lord, you know their names. Keep them close and bless them well, and call them by grace. Woo! Glitz and glitter, shine on through. Glitz and glitter, made brand new. Michelle's got joy in every little part. Glitz and glitter, bless this room. Glitz and glitter, bloom and bloom. Thank you, Jesus, for every watching heart. Every watching heart. When the day's work settles down and the lights go low, she lifts her hands up higher than the glitter glow. Peace for the hurt and joy for the worn out soul. Lord, let this little channel make somebody whole. Glitz and glitter, shine on through. Glitz and glitter, made brand new. Michelle's got joy in every little part. Glitz and glitter, bless this room. Glitz and glitter, bloom and bloom. Thank you, Jesus, for every watching heart. Every watching heart. Thank you, Lord, for everyone. Everyone.
Okay, I am done. So I think plan B was way better than plan A. Who would have known? I ended up drilling all of these because I kind of wanted to use up some of my pinch bales instead. But look at those colors, or that color. I didn't marble anything, but that color is gorgeous. I think it was Venom, right? Venom, maybe? Dark teal. It's really pretty. So on these, all I did was take silver paint pen and I went down in between all of them and then around the edge of that one. So you can interchange them. This one I went on the little pearl parts, and this is done. It's been an hour and it shakes. So it's so pretty. And you got your iridescent on the actual piece and the outside, just like I wanted. I went on all the pearls. That's it for the silver. Oh, you know what? I wanted to go around that edge with rhinestones or something. I still may. I probably will before it goes on eBay. So that is cute. And then look at this adorable thing. Plan B was so much better. Look at the color. It just swirled on its own. I didn't do that at all. So I lined it with rhinestones, outlined these, and I put white UV resin in there. And then I made the handle into rhinestones, and I put it chock full of flowers. There is glue at the bottom, so it does have to dry so they don't fall out. So that's what I usually do, because I would never be able to mail anything without them glued. So by tomorrow, they will be stuck in there for good. But until then, isn't it adorbs? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some rhinestones on there and get you guys some pictures. So tomorrow we got some more into resin molds to go through. So I hope you come back and check them out, and we will continue on. Oh, I got this in the mail. I'm not quite sure who sent it. I got powder in it, but it's a little turtle mold. So whoever sent this, please let me know so I can thank you. But I love this soft silicone. And the other thing I was thinking, why this raindrop didn't work the way I wanted, is because that was a matte mold. I think it has to be a shiny mold. I will link at the very end of this video the raindrop effect. If you're new to resin, you've never seen it, I'll get you a good video at the end of this one. So make sure you stay, and then you can click onto that one if you want to see what it was supposed to be. But I'm thinking because of the matte mold. Didn't dawn on me until I was looking at this one. But this is a cute little thing, so we'll have to try that one with some extras. I'll get this finished, get you some pictures. I'll meet you right back here tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see His face.